y'all, welcome back to my channel. If y'all are new here, my name is Jasmine. If you guys aren't new here, welcome back. So in today's video, I'm actually going to be talking about another rare find. So in my last video that I posted, it was actually about this gem right here. This is the Dooney and Bourke Bolero. This is 1 out of 7. This collection actually came out back in 2005. If you really think about it, these bags are about to be 20 years old, and whenever something is 20 years old or older, that's vintage, and then if it's 100 years old or older, that's antique. So these bags are literally going to be vintage next year, which is insane. But I have another rare find, and this is the second one that we have. So me and my mom are actually sharing these purses. I don't know if you guys do that, like daughter and mother, like if you guys share purses with your mom or your daughter, but that's what me and my mom do. So this is another rare find. This is the Dooney and Bourke Bolero in the black base and the dark brown leather upper, like right here. I don't even know what to call it. The upper, I don't even know what you would call this, but basically the upper half. So these are the two boleros next to each other. So here is the bolero I was talking about that I did a video on last time, and here is the newer bolero that we had just found. So whenever we are looking for these Dooney and Bourke boleros or just a rare purse, it is very hard to find. You want to do your information on it. You also want to make sure it's authenticated and real. So how we know it's real, this one actually has a date code as well. I will show you guys that in a little bit. But this is the more Western looking one, so it also does not have the blue enamel. I've noticed with these Dooney and Bourke boleros, the blue enamel actually, it's not usually there, so it just runs out basically. The heart is usually intact whenever we are talking to the person who's selling it or the person who's trading it. The pink enamel is there, but the blue enamel is usually gone. I've seen a couple that are still intact because they probably took very good care of it, or it's been in the closet, but yeah, on this one, the blue enamel is not here, and you can actually buy like hardened blue enamel paint or what's it called, anything of that nature on Amazon or maybe at Michael's or like a craft store, and you can actually, I want to say you can like scratch the seal up right here like with a nail file, and then you can actually put that hardened enamel paint and it'll be good as new. But I think we're just gonna leave it, but it is so beautiful. So here's the bag up close and personal. So right here it says Dooney and Bourke as well. I know this is not a gaming video or a stream or anything, but for all my girls out there who love watching my girly content, this is for them. So it says Dooney and Bourke right here, so Dooney and Bourke, and the stitching is that beautiful yellow stitching. The handles are darkened, but that is because the oils of our hands, it will darken the leather over the time. And honestly guys, it's about to be 20 years old, aka vintage next year, so we can't be really picky about that. The metal is this beautiful silver hardware right here. The tab that is holding that silver hardware is that brown beautiful leather, and it is whip stitched all the way around, which is actually really good condition. If you think about these whip stitch bags, like on the stitching on the boleros, you would think, oh, it's 20 years old and it should be coming out, or some of the stitches should be popped or anything of that nature. And no, none of these stitches are popped on these bags, and it's really insane. I want to say it's because of the quality of the leather that it's held up for so long. This one I will say is a lot squishier, so you can like, it's like more flexible. I think it was worn a lot more than this one per se. This one's a little bit stiffer, and I do have my stuff in it right now because I am carrying this purse, but this one is a softer feel to it. Like I said, I feel like the person whoever wore this bag a lot more. But that's a good thing because that's what you want to do with your purses. But there is the pink enamel on the heart right here, and as you guys can see, the blue enamel is gone, but I think it still looks beautiful. And here are the little fringe. So here's that mustard yellow that is also the same color as the whip stitch. This is red right here, the 2 is red in the middle, and then these two right here are this beautiful turquoise and aqua, and it's the same thing on the other side. It has a beautiful magnet right here, and it's still like a really nice magnet after all these years. And here are the two little grommets that are holding it together. It's also stitched by this beautiful yellow stitch like lining. There is a popped stitch right here, but that's really not anything to be concerned about because everything else is intact. I mean, if it will bother you, then maybe it might bother you, but for me it's not, because like I said, this bag is almost 20 years old. But it is that beautiful raw lining on the flip side, which is this is the raw lining, the suede if you call it. The pocket is a decent, nice pocket that you could put probably a chapstick, your hand sanitizer, hand cream, or if you need to put bobby pins in here, you could probably put some bobby pins. And listen, it's still a nice magnet. Here is the other one. So it's the same thing, obviously. It is this beautiful yellow stitch lining all the way around that's holding that magnet together. And this is the raw lining on the inside. Now right here in the actual pocket, it's not raw. It's just this flip right here. The cover is raw, but on the inside, it's actually like just the smooth side of the leather. And like I said, you can actually put like basically anything in here. I could put my whole hand in here, and then if you guys need to shape anything, like shape your bags, you could probably stuff like an old shirt in both of these pockets or anything of that nature. And they actually make like I want to say there's this lady on Etsy. There might be a couple sellers, I don't know, but I know of one because I watched Autumn Beckman, and there was actually a pillow, like a personalized pillow that you can actually have made for your bags, and it will actually shape and stuff your bags while you're storing them. So that is what the bag looks like. Now I'm going to show you the back. So it is all the way around just yellow stitched. This is the beautiful leather. There are some scratches, of course, because like I said, this bag is used. I am going to keep saying it is almost 20 years old because that is a fact. It is literally almost 20 years old. We can't be picky and choosy about how this bag was stored. I mean, we can to a certain like degree, but if it's not like a huge red stain on the bag or like anything of that, and it's just like natural wear and scratches and whatnot, I'm not going to be upset. I know some people get really upset about that whenever they're buying from pre-loved or secondhand or whatnot, and it wasn't their, like, you know, it wasn't their bag at first and they're getting it from someone else. So yeah, I know some people are really picky about that. But and this is the inside. So this is the lining of the inside. It's that woven type of material. There is one pocket right here, and this, back then you could probably put your flip phone back here, but I say you can probably put a lippy or anything of that nature, or if you have an inhaler, you could put your inhaler right here. And on the flip side, there is a big zipper pocket. Now let me find it. There we go. So it still has this pull tab right here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a pull tab right there. And this pocket is massive, okay? It is huge. You could put your checkbook in there. You could put your phone probably. You could probably put like a notepad in there. I don't know what else you could put in there. Or your stylus for your iPad or your earbuds or your AirPods. You could probably put it in there. This space is definitely like big enough to put any of that in there. So the date code I want to show you guys. I don't know if I'll be able to pull it out. Hold on. So the date code is right here. Now, these Dooney and Bourkes, that is how you can tell if it's real or not, and this is how you can tell it's vintage. The old Dooney and Bourke actually has this beautiful tag right here, and it's lined with this red line, and the date code is right there, as you guys can see. That's how you know if it's a real Dooney and Bourke or not. And I can show you guys the bottom. So the bottom of these boleros actually do not have any feet. I wish they did have feet, but obviously they didn't. This is the bottom of the bag, and I will stuff her, or I don't know if my mom's going to use this bag, but she's currently using another one right now, but she gave it to me to do a video on. But this bag does not have feet, but that is the beautiful black leather. For some reason, this one's really soft. Like I said, maybe it's because that lady wore it to the ground, but it's very soft, guys. Very soft. Compared to this one is more stiffer, but I still love it. But okay, we're going to go ahead and show you guys this side right here. So on all of the boleros, there is this pocket right here that actually has a pull mechanism. So there's that piece of leather right here, and it has two knots at the end. and you just pull it to cinch it in, or you can pull it out to make it bigger. And this is a pocket. I don't know what you would put in here, honestly. It's not that big, to be honest. Maybe if you need to take off your necklace real quick. Do not put your wedding ring in here, like, at all, because you might lose it. But I don't know what you would put in here, to be quite fair, because I wouldn't put any jewelry in here for my sake. Maybe you could put your inhaler in here. Maybe if you have, like, a pill of it, not a pill, but like a bottle of ibuprofen or Tylenol, you could probably stuff it right here. But here's that pull tab, and it just cinches it in much smaller, like this, and it's secure. And this whole entire thing is leather right here, and all the way around the actual bag itself is whip stitched, so that is where the leather starts, and then it just continues all the way down around the pocket. And I think that gives the bag such a beautiful look, very Western, if you will. And I just love how it's just whip stitched all the way around, especially around the pockets. This leather is really, really good leather, guys. Dooney and Bourke kills it just about every time. I like their older things much more than their newer things. I don't have anything that's all weather leather yet. I know my mom has some pieces, but this is just all just leather, just straight up leather. Whenever this bag came out, I want to say this bag was like $300 or $400. It is very hard to find information on the Dooney and Bourke Boleros just because of how old they are. You probably could find some information on Purse Forum if you guys have an account, but that is basically what the bag looks like. And also the zipper is still like butter, so I'll go ahead and zip it up for you guys. It's very nice, very smooth. Obviously, it would be better if I stuffed it. But it also has right here the red leather fringe, also with those turquoise little fringe as well. And I'll just go ahead and zip this up right here. It's very, very nice for it being almost 20 years old. And also, these are 2 out of 7 boleros, okay, that me and my mom have collected, and we're not going to resell this. We're not going to trade. These are going to be staying in our collection. Even though it does not have the blue enamel, I think it's still a staple piece. Now, whenever we traded with these, they actually didn't come with the strap. So I guess back in 2005, whenever they had their collection, Dooney and Bourke was actually selling the purse itself separate from the strap. So you actually had to purchase the strap separately, which is so weird, right? Because nowadays you usually purchase the bag and it already comes with a strap, like a crossbody strap. So I was thinking to probably look on Etsy for like a tooled Western guitar strap of that nature. I know there's some on Amazon, but I think Etsy sellers do a little bit better of a job with creating like handmade goods, especially when it comes to tooled leather. They kill it every time. But this is a beautiful, beautiful bag. Like I said, this is 2 out of 7. Okay, so we have 2 currently, and the other colors are very hard to find. And if you do find them, they're going to be super expensive because they are not making these anymore. They stopped production on these, and I don't know, they didn't make a remake or anything, which is really crazy because sometimes Coach will make a remake of an old vintage collection that they had. But Dooney and Bourke, they just never tapped back into this Western era, and I wish they did. I was doing more research, and they actually have a Texas like denim type of bag line that they had back in the day, and it actually looks really, really cool. There's a couple pieces that I like, but it's very hard to find. You could probably find it on the pre-loved market on Poshmark, Mercari, Depop. If you guys are sleeping on Depop, they have some on Depop as well. Always check eBay and also Etsy, because on Etsy you can actually sell like anything. So that's where you can find some vintage bags if you guys don't know where to find some. And then also on the Goodwill site, they actually have bids going on like for actual like purses, and was a beautiful, beautiful bag, and I'm glad to have this in our collection. Like I said, there's 2, we have 2, but there's 7 colors total. The other was it 5 colors? They're a little bit louder in color, so if you guys like those bright, vibrant colors, then be on the lookout for those. If you guys need me to post pictures, I can. But so far, there's only 3 on eBay that I can see, and yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this little mini review. If you guys did, don't forget to drop a like on the video. Don't forget to sub if you guys haven't already. I do a lot of things. I post farm content, I post cooking content sometimes. I stream every single day. I'm a gamer. That's my main job for YouTube, and I do stuff for the girls as well. So if you guys want to support me in any way, I would gladly appreciate it. We are on the road to 3K. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I did this video mainly for the girls because I'm always doing gaming content, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed something different. But I will see you guys on the next video. Bye, y'all.